welcome back to the stage, Trey Edward Shults.
And we have some cast here. You guys, you got Alexa Dimmy, come on out here. Lucas Hector. Taylor Russell.
I want to start just kind of asking for everyone up here, this is such a personal film. It feels personal, everything feels personal about it. The performances, the characters, the storytelling, everything. For you, I wanted to know kind of from inception, what's the background of wanting to make something this personal, and then I'd love for each of you to talk about what drew you to being part of the project and what you connected with in the script.
I'm not sure of what drew me making it so personal. I think in something like this, it's working out stuff with me. For me, a lot of the story is there's a lot of autobiography in my life that sort of spins off into fiction and comes back again. And yeah, ultimately, I think it was brewing a really long time too, almost a decade, and different iterations and figuring out how to write it. And yeah, I think I just had to live life to this point to where it all kind of clicked, if that makes sense.
And then I would love for you to do
For me, I mean, it's not often you read a script that that just captures your attention and you're just so engaged while reading it and it really moves you. And so I think when looking for something to be a part of, that's what you want. And the way that Trey just put everything together, like, he's so creative with like the colors and the fonts, and he put the music in the script. Just seemed something really exciting for me, and there were some personal aspects in there for me as well that really touched me.
I think for me, I think what it was for me was there. When I spoke to Trey about what the project would be, I got a sense that it was deeply personal, but there was also something epic about it. That it sort of was like it was about something like it zoomed in really close, but also zoomed out a lot, and it was about life and death and the passage of time when I watched his first movie, I saw some similarities between how he used the camera with like Terrence Malick. There's something epic about how he shoots his movies. So I felt like I could be in the hands of like a great filmmaker as well as be a part of a story that was also like I don't know, deeply therapeutic as well. So there really was no shortage of reasons why I wouldn't be drawn to this. So.
Well, you don't get a lot of scripts that come across, or I haven't gotten a lot of scripts at least that have had female characters that have been really nuanced, I guess, and there was all of that in Trey's script, and I was a big fan of Krisha. I love the way that he shot it, and it was just kind of wild, and I hadn't seen anything like that before, and so I knew that it would be, whatever it would be done well, and they had been cast already in it, Lucas and Calvin, and so I was excited about them, and there's a lot of parallels for me and Emily in my life and with her as a character that I felt like I really connected with right away, and I just wanted to be a part of it because of that. So, and Trey, yeah.
For me, I read the script and I was like, Kelvin, you're really gonna have to forgive yourself for everything you did when you were in high school. And I think that was the beauty of it as well, because I saw someone who wasn't perfect, who was figuring it out, someone who loved his parents, someone who was trying to love himself better, and I think reading it and watching Tyler navigate that through his romantic relationships, through everything, it forced me to kind of heal. And I remember calling Trey afterwards. He was at Epcot, and I was like, "Yo, what you got?" He was like, "I'm in Disney World." Like different. I live for that though. But I was like, "Thank you, thank you for this experience." Though I think I was really excited to kind of go in and like I said before, just I guess fight for this boy's humanity because I saw myself. I was able to look at myself and love myself again from it.
To be fair, you live in Orlando, right?
Yeah, to be fair, I live close to Disney. So that's why. I also just want to say though, like, in case this didn't come across, like the movie would be shit without these guys, and like, sure, like the script and everything, but like y'all brought yourselves to it, and as collaborative and building up the character from there, and I feel like all of y'all brought yourself to this in a way that it wouldn't be what it is anywhere close without that. So I love you guys.
On that note, I wanted to ask the four of you what you felt like, if anything, you learned from each other through this process, through acting closely together, through performing together.
I'll take yours. I think when I watched the movie, I feel like, to some extent, I feel like it's a myth that you almost like that you have to work so hard to do something that is great or that works. And I feel like the reason why I'm so proud of myself in this movie is because I feel like I gave up trying. And I feel like the reason I could give up trying was because I was in Taylor and Trey's hands. Like the way that both of them were there for me, I see myself like so specifically as just being who I could be because of them. And I spent a lot of time around people who I feel like restrict my humanity, and these people were just like, I just got to just like, oh my God, just relax and be like, oh, I can finally be myself. So yeah, I don't know exactly what I learned then, other than I want to work with people like this. You know, I don't necessarily want to choose the project that I gotta like climb up Mount Olympus by myself and be like, that was so hard. You know, we really did our best with that one. Like, do we have to do that? Like, maybe we could just work with people we love and have a great time.
When I hear you guys talk about working together, I hear a lot about freedom, and with that freedom for the actors comes a massive amount of trust. And I was wondering for you, where you find that line in dictating versus complete trust in the actors, in when you give a note and when you make a choice versus just letting them make a choice.
Well, for me, I mean, it's like the first movie I made, we made at my mom's house with family. You know, like literally my family members star in the movie, and with this, like, well, it's not like, to me, Calvin's like family because we've known each other for a minute, and then you guys, you now feel like family. I love you to death, but like, it's I never want to be. To me, like, collaboration is the best thing in the world, and that's what makes stuff special. And so I'm not a dictator trying to like get the performance out of y'all. Like, we're in it together, I think. And I just want to be supportive and build that trust and love. And I don't know. To me, that's when the special things come.
That's fine. You can keep adding them together in the Trey Shults cinematic universe. Okay. Anybody have any questions? Right here in the center. So the question was about the music and the music supervision too. How did you get Charles Around Against Ross, and how did you choose the music, and some of it was in the script or not?
Yes, it was always a huge part of the DNA of the movie was the music. You know, basically when I was writing, I had a song picked out for every section, and it's almost like I wanted the the track list functions as a playlist that tells the story musically too. Like if it was a mixtape, you'd be getting a narrative story that goes along with the movie almost. And essentially, yeah, in the script I wrote, I embedded all the source tracks and song cues throughout the whole thing. So because my producer, this is a great idea, Jim, and you can choose to press play or stop while you're doing it. And for me, like music, it's everything for me. It gets me through the highs and the lows and all parts of life, and it's instrumental, and I love it. And yeah, so to me, the music used in this is meant to get you closer to Tyler and Emily's head. For each half, the track cues are happening in their form of the story, where they're at emotionally, and then the score, I think, serves a different purpose, and it's almost like it's almost like purely their subconscious coming out in a spirit of the movie, if that makes sense. And I mean, I'm just very, very lucky. I got an email one day from, I think, Trent's agent. Trent Bressner's a fan and wants to meet. And then I went to LA and had lunch with him, and him and Atticus dug my other movies and wanted to work together, and I sent them the script, and they wanted to do it. So just very lucky.
Time for a couple more. The question was about forgiveness, and do you feel like Emily had forgiven Tyler early in the movie, and also forgiveness of the parents, including Lucas's character?
Yeah, wherever you
Yes. I mean, to me, the movie's very much kind of, it's yin and yang, and it's those two parts, you know. And for the second half, I do believe that's sort of the journey in the second half. It's getting through. I think in the middle, it's like the ultimate tragedy has happened, and it's getting through grief and getting to healing and getting to forgiveness. And I think when Emily's back in Missouri with this dying man, it's the first time she's been around death since what happened with Alexis and her brother. It's also a person racked with regret at the end of their life, you know. And Emily has her own regret. I'm sure Tyler has regret for the way things happen, and I think we see that. And I believe, yeah, like we enter her head for a moment, and that triggers a thing. And I think every character, especially Emily, because she's leading off everyone, is hopefully it feels on that journey to healing and forgiveness, if that makes sense.
Yeah, I think, I mean, to your question about how Luke fits into Emily's storyline, you know, he's incredibly important, I think, because after what happens in the first half of the movie, you really want to see joy. I think it's important to see that, and he brings so much joy, and like love is joy, and so it's really important. And in love, like the best love brings out what's already there in you, all the good stuff that's there, and so it's really essential, I think, to her story to have somebody who really sees her, because he does. He really sees her, and the only other person I think that really sees her in the movie is Alexis. They have a scene in the bathroom, and kind of she notices her, and for a girl who's like really lonely, I think it's nice to be mirrored and to be seen. So yeah.
They're giving me the signal that we have to wrap up and hand over the theater, but I want to thank you guys so much for coming and sharing.